song, like a song, like a song, like a song now.
Hi. So something I've wanted to do for a while is just read my books. I don't know if you call it an audiobook. Okay, but anyway, this is called When Ice Bites. Me, Kaomi Maui. Probably shouldn't put that on my mouth. Okay, but I mean on the back, I put some hearts and I designed Mr. Wee. Observe. Now we open and we just read the book. Cloud. Stars. When ice bites, bite me. Me. In a wondrously magical world, there lies a fluffy, cute town. In this world, everything is made of clouds. But that isn't the only magical thing in this world. It's an image. I doodled it and I colored it. This is like the cloud town. It's like a little cloud waterfall. Basically, there's like a little bridge there, a little house, a sunshine. Yeah. Ooh. Pages. Who designed books this way? Like, why is it that we must flip the page? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. What if the book did so, like you could have turned the page? Like, what if you just turned it and then another thing came up? Like, you just turned the page, you flipped it. I don't know. Okay, there. I do know. Within one of the swirly cloud houses in this cloud world, there lived an adorable, adventurous little yeti named Marshmallow. Marshmallow had special powers, like the ability to sense the structure of any space and immediately know the quickest route of getting from one place to another. So, he does have a power in one of these illustrations. So here we have, so I have here, like, within one of the swirly cloud houses, lived a yeti named Marshmallow. So this is him. He's a tiny little yeti. He's just right there. And he has his house right there. I put a rocket ship in the back. Just a colorful world. Yeah. And then the other one, his special powers. What is his special power in here? He knows the way. So here, he knows how to, this is the interior of his house. There's a few closed doors, but he knows how to go through the doors. And there's like a staircase, half staircase right there, but he's there. And he knows to go through the door, many doors, and find the candy. And that's basically the candy. He's able to locate it even through the closed doors. That's a superpower that I've never heard of before. And I just kind of put it on there because I wanted to create a new superpower. So essentially, just imagine yourself in your house. And you're able to know where everything is. That's kind of like me. I have like picture perfect memory in the sense that when I see something, I can reimagine that thing like wherever it is. Like, I know exactly what everything, like, I can imagine spaces just by looking at it, just by being there. I can imagine everything. I could put objects back to wherever they were just by standing there. So, like, if someone asked me to get something out of the bathroom closet, I'd be able to find it right away. Or, like, the entire craft section of some closet, I'm able to find that too. Some random tiny object, just like a tiny little googly eyeball. I know where they are. I know where everything is. Sometimes it's not for me to even know, though. Like, sometimes I don't know why I know, but I saw it. And then I know it's there. Okay. So that's his power. This yeti was also exceptionally bright and a goofball of laughter. Ha 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 ha. Every day, Marshmallow was happy to explore and laugh with his tiny companion Ice Cube named Swizzle. He has a pet. It's an ice cube. And that kind of lives in frosted clouds. He's exploring in this picture. I was looking for the ice cube. Ice cube's not pictured here, not yet, but he will be. So he's like finding, oh look, I'm exploring the mountain. It's a mountain. Ha! Even Swizzle was always up for adventure and would have a joke or two up his sleeve daily. And now there's Swizzle. Did you know I went to school to get some more smarts? Huh? Yes. Together, Marshmallow and Swizzle were truly two of a kind. They're friends. So, Mr. Swizzle here, so he's just saying that he went to school to get some more smarts, and I have a s'more there. It's a very colorful s'more, so it obviously blends into the background, but it's there. And this is a very, like, swirly, like, everything's just a swirl, but yeah, they're friends. That's Swizzle and that's Yeti, and they're best friends. One magnificent day, Marshmallow had left on a trip to go sightseeing at Cloud Falls. I underlined it because, I don't know, my idea was like to underline all the words that I combined with cloud to make another word. So like on this page, Cloudhouse, Cloud Falls, I just underlined them because they are the cloud-infected word. Yeah. Okay, so he's on his way to Cloud Falls. It's just a pathway. And had left Swizzles with a fun little scavenger hunt around the Cloudhouse. And I made a little scavenger hunt picture there. We have him on his way out. And then Mr. Swizzle, this is kind of like a living room. Swizzle's there and he has this like couch and he has a scavenger hunt there. And did I write anything? I did indeed. I wrote scavenger hunt. Find a fluffy object with rainbow stripes. That's where the couch comes in. Yes. Ooh, I hope Swizzles... let me make him a voice. Ooh, I hope Swizzles managed... Ooh, I hope Swizzles managed to solve all the riddles. Some are quite challenging, Marshmallow said, admiring all the wondrous waterfalls made of flowing clouds before his very eyes. Yeah, after an hour or so... No, let's just... Yeah. Okay, so we have here, he's there, he has his little camera. He's photographing said waterfall. Here's a tree. I mean, it's like, I imagine like a mountainish waterfall scene there. After an hour or so, or when the Yeti had taken plenty of selfies for Cloud Pics, an app made exclusively for sharing photos and videos of oneself exploring the various attractions Cloud Town had to offer, Marshmallow decided to head back to his Cloudhouse. And I have a camera there. It's of little photographs. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that's like a picture of him. He's in the selfie. He's kind of surprised at the waterfall that he's seeing. I don't know. It's an odd expression. I made him, but I did. Hang. Okay. He took the Cloud bus home and immediately halted at the front door to his Cloudhouse. He halted there. Marshmallow suddenly sensed something very unusual. So he halted at the door. There's a front door and that's him. And then he said something unusual. Because the door is there. He opened it up and he's just like, should I enter? Should I not enter? And he has a cloud carpet. And there's a house in the back, which is, I think, almost in the sky. Yeah, it's in the sky. Okay. Yeah. Well, this was actually like the very beginning of me actually doing digital art. That house is in the sky. Yeah. These bats. But it is Cloudy Town. It appeared as though the Cloudhouse was emitting a rather steamy feeling, like evaporating water. Throughout the house, it was very misty. Had Marshmallow accidentally left the oven on before departing? Had he? I mean, because if you leave the oven on, it would make the house very steamy if there was water in the oven. Well, actually, no, the water is the cloud all around. There's clouds everywhere. So that's where it is. And he enters, and there's a staircase. And he has a bunch of picture frames on the walls, which are clouds. Yes. Okay, and then here's the oven. His thought, this is his cloud oven. Did he leave it on? No, we don't know. Aww. Well, nope. All the oven's buttons were switched to off. On, off. It's switched off. Oh dear. Had Marshmallow supposedly left the fireplace on? Certainly not. The Cloudhouse didn't even have a fireplace. I mean, why would it? It's a Cloudhouse. If there was a fireplace, the entire house would evaporate to mist. There's a fireplace. And some candles all around. That would be extra flame to emit, to make steam. Well, then what could it have been? Before solving any mysteries, Marshmallow decided to head upstairs to freshen up. He just headed upstairs. Up his little cloud staircase. Yeah. With his rather confused look. There's clouds everywhere. He entered the bathroom. Yes. He entered the bathroom and immediately began combing his luscious yeti fur. Yeah. It was then, however, that Mr. Marshmallow suddenly sensed a major issue. The sauna door was ever so slightly cracked open, and with just a peek inside. First pictures. So he enters his bathroom. This is the bath, and there's like a sink there. And this is like a little door to the sauna in his bathroom. He has a very expensive house, I can see. But he opened the door. He's like, oh dear, oh dear, Swizzle was inside. Or well, more like two melted eyes and a mouth of Swizzle floating gently on top of a puddle of melted ice cube was left inside. But how did Swizzle get inside the sauna? So that's Swizzle in his melted state. He's a lump on just like a sauna cushion there, just in the sauna. And Mr. Yeti, he's like, Well, the reasoning didn't truly matter. Marshmallow knew he had to help immediately. What in the world? What in the world? And you can see that's Swizzle. He's just on that little chair. It must be Swizzle's chair. The Yeti he probably takes over the big chairs. What in the world? Swizzle! What did I make his voice? Swizzle! Swizzle, what in the world are you doing in there? You know the bathroom sauna is an incredibly hot space, and you are an ice cube, so that just doesn't work. Swizzle, in his puddle form, spread all over the floor, looked rather ashamed in the face, a facial expression of melted water, but was not afraid to admit how the occurrence of such an event had ever taken place. He was not afraid, so he did it. He's gonna admit it. So this is like just another bathroom scenery with him there. And then he's looking rather sheepish because all the attention's on him. I'm so sorry. He's gonna have a slight, I don't know, Italian accent or something. Dear me, I'm so sorry. But a little number 547 of your scavenger hunt said to search in a place of uttermost warmth. So the sauna was just quite considerably my first guess. He looks rather sad there. And then that's the riddle. Just riddle, and that's him, and he's like, sauna? It's the sauna, right? That's what the riddle means, right? Dear me, to ever believe I would become trapped so easily. Simply 5 seconds of searching in this hot room, and suddenly I no longer felt like a solid ice cube. And that's the sauna. And there's like a little temperature thing there because it's going up a little high. And then he's there. He's like investigating, and there's a towel thing, and he's starting to melt. Yeah, because he's investigating because of the scavenger hunt. And then he's starting to melt. Voila. Marshmallow was surprised when he opened his mouth. Swizzle, that clue meant the oven. The clue was hidden on the front handle of the kitchen cloud oven. Dear, I never wanted you to melt. And he's there. And then he's there. He has this little, no, not the sauna, the oven. Yes. And then that's showing, that's the clue. It's on the oven right there. But for including such a misleading message on that scavenger hunt of over 10,000 riddles and clues, I so dearly apologize. Now, all aside, we've got to refreeze you. We've got to refreeze you this instant. And there's 12,589 riddles on top a heavy object on a high place. Apology. Yes. And he's talking about refreezing. We need to. This is his pondering mindset. Refreezing. Yes. 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 Because that's what the ice cube needs and deserves. Mm-hmm. Yep. And so Marshmallow the Yeti went to retrieve the cloud vacuum from the nearby cloud closet. And there's his little cloud vacuum coming right out of the little cloud closet. Returning, he immediately used the contraption to suck up all the melted remains of his little once an ice cube friend Swizzle. And that's him. He's just sucking up Swizzle in his vacuum. Yeah, vacuums inside of a cloud town can accommodate water. How lovely would that be? Like, imagine you spill something, like your cup of, or like your water bottle. And instead of having to get a napkin and just, you could do this like little contraption that sucks up all the water as easily as like the dirt. If you spill like, I don't know, some sort of, you spill like your pencil sharpener shavings all over. Blah. Then Marshmallow sprinted to the kitchen and emptied the collected puddle of his friend into a perfect square bowl. Because his friend is water, it's just liquid, and so if you dump a puddle into a bowl, what do you do with the bowl? Okay, old buddy, we go ahead and place you in the freezer for a few hours, and hopefully you'll be as good as new. And he's there, he's gonna place his little friend into the freezer, which is next to the oven. Yeah. I was like, it doesn't have it. The clue was still on the handle, but yeah. That's not what's important in that photo. So, his little friend wouldn't get bored. Marshmallow placed a mini cloud iPad to the side of the square bowl his little friend was refreezing in. Yep. Now Swizzle could watch CloudTube and CloudFlix all he wanted. Not a worry in sight. That's the phone, and that's the little phone, and that's Cloud Swizzle, and this refrigerator filled with items. A fact, when I was actually looking at that, I actually looked at a picture of a real freezer, because I was like trying to see like what objects do you, like what kind of shapes should I make here? And so I was like, okay, let's just make some things that look like jars. Because why not jars and containers? Because that's what you store in the shelves of your freezer. I don't actually like those like shelves that are attached to the door, because when you put too much in there, you open the door and everything goes plop. Why plop? What inside the door? There should be like a screen. Like it could be like almost like a sliding door, like a slide door inside of it. But inside of that shelf there is shelves. So like there's like the normal shelves, but over top of them there's a sliding door, so that everything stays inside. It's just an extra door to open, but I mean, it keeps things in. And you can put like a cool design on there. You could put like snowflakes or little polka dots, colorful polka dots, but it would just like be almost transparent. Yeah. Okay. I'm designing refrigerators and freezers. Ooh. Okay. Okie dokie, see you in a few hours, Swizzle said. And he gives him a little thumbs up with a clock there, because that's hours. In the meantime, Marshmallow decided to bling up a few of his old cloud household objects. So he's a painter dude. He's getting ready to do a pillow and a couch. Maybe some picture frames too. He began with the cloud pillows, painting bright and colorful faces on each. And that's a pillow. And his little paint palette and his paintbrush, and he's just like Yeah, I'm gonna paint it. They were fluffy, but now they were also fun. Ha ha. I made a rainbow, but like gave it a little, it's like, I think I tried to make it like a marshmallow, but then with like a drizzle of something on top, and then white square sprinkles. Yes. Yes. Then the Yeti moved on to the cloud carpets, painting each with colorful speckles and colors to make the design appear like its favorite ice cream flavor. Cloud Puff Cream! You've never heard of it? Well, Cloud Cream is the best flavor of ice cream. So we have a little ice cream cone there, and then Cloud Puff, Cloud Cream. Yes, it's a beautiful ice cream cone. Okay, do I need to point things out? There's things sticking out of it, and like a little layer underneath there, and sprinkles. Oh, fancy. Okay. Creamy and fresh. It's a mixture of vanilla ice cream, marshmallows, and coconut, all freshly batched up. And that is your recipe right there. Coconut flakes, marshmallows, vanilla, and ice cream into a bowl, and you mix it up, and you make a swirly swirl. Beautiful. Oh, and did I mention the special crunch? I don't know, did I? Well, once you have your bowl of frozen dessert, you obviously need a crunch. Thus, stir in a few frosting-covered Cheerios and you're all set. You got your frosting-covered Cheerios there and you're going to pour it into your bowl. Such an adorably delicious carpet marshmallow the Yeti now has. Maybe he themed it. I think that's what I was going for. That he themed his carpet after the ice cream. So that is his carpet, which is why I call it delicious, because carpet's not really delicious. No, I will not lose my place. I will not lose my place. And wait, so much time has flown by. Swizzle is most probably all frozen up. After all that crafting. Rushing to the kitchen, Marshmallow yanked open the freezer door. Inside, so he's like thinking, there's the clock. His friend is probably very serious, but he must be frozen, right? He must be frozen, right? He must be frozen, right? Yeah, okay, so rushing to the kitchen, he yanked open the freezer door. Inside. Oh, look, there was little Swizzle, all swizzled up. Solid as any ordinary ice cube he was, and so much more. He's there. He's frozen. With a lift and then a tip of the square bowl, the ice cube Swizzle slid right on out. He is there. He's just sliding right on out. Whoop. Whoop. Onto just a little cabinet beside, and how happy the Yeti looks. Eee. Okay. Well, howdy, partner. How was your little colorful DIY session? Oh, come on. I use the Yeti's voice. Well, howdy, partner. How was your little colorful DIY session? Swizzle inquired. And how does he know that? Well, you can see there's like a phone, and there is a Yeti, and this is live, because it's a live recording of him. Swizzle was watching on his Cloud iPad. Marshmallow was shocked. Swizzle, you were locked away in the freezer, refreezing. How in Cloud Town did you know I was redecorating various cloud objects around the Cloudhouse? I don't know, I put a really funny photo of him. I murdered an ice cube. Because technically that's what he did. When he melted said ice cube. Swizzle gave a hint of goofbally laughter. Oh, silly, didn't you? Oh, silly, didn't you forget that you gave me a Cloud iPad? You were broadcasting your entire DIY process live. Marshmallow was flabbergasted. Indeed, he had been streaming his DIY funky cloud pillows and sweet cloud carpet, as he does for all his cloud crafts. So, he's like, yes, I watched you. He's like, you watched me. That's what happens when someone you know watches you. And that's a screen with apps and a little screen and some icons on the side. What did I put there? Other videos. What are my other videos? How to melt ice when you move mountains. Spring flowers in the night. Creating a book cake. I did do that. That was a video I did actually. I created this guy. I mean, just look at this guy. It's a book, but it's a book cake. Well, kind of. It's more of a diorama scenery. But there's a crab there. He's happy. Guess he just forgot how easy and quick the videos go live. Cloud internet these days, am I right? Well, that's great. Well, that's great, Marshmallow responded. I think the two of us had some epic victories today. Let's celebrate. Oh yeah, the cloud internet. Victory? Yeah. It's a picture frame of him. He's like, yeah, we both had a great adventure. You got melted and I saw a mountain, waterfall. How about a round of cloud skating at the cloud skating rink? And then a round of cloud cream? Because they are going to enjoy their ice skating and they're going to enjoy their cloud cream. And Swizzle is looking at it very intently with his eyes wide open. And it's outside the ice cream's place. Well, what do you predict, adventurous little Swizzle said to that? Of course. Of course. And he has lips apparently now. Yeah. Lipstick on an ice cube. I mean, you can, huh. What a funky thing to think. I mean, ice cube, just get a lipstick and just, you could really put makeup on an ice cube. Okay. Oh, and if you're wondering, Cloud Town is the perfect place for Swizzle. In our world, ice cubes don't melt in the clouds. Yes, in Cloud Town. So, of course, Swizzle is able to live, play, explore, create, invent, and laugh all he wants up there. Just stay out of the sauna, little dude. Because ice cubes don't belong in said saunas. He's escaping it. It's scary to him. Okay. And Cloud Town was all happy and giggles once more. That is until the next catastrophe would occur. This is Cloud Town. It's happy. It's safe. It's just a little castle. It's a free place. There's smiley faces all around until the next catastrophe would occur. He's visiting a new adventure. It's a mountain. Oh no! Swizzle's falling down off the cliff. He's gonna crumble. He actually broke into pieces. He didn't melt. He cracked. Stars. Cross signs. Snowflakes. Decorations. And we have See You in the Clouds, my little photo. Me with cat ears and Yes. So, I say, welcome to my world in the clouds. I want you to be you and be true. The clouds are a place of freedom and exploration. See you in the clouds. Kaomi out. I put something else here. Hearts. There's something else here. It's made. Barcode. Hearts. See you in the clouds. Can you meout? Just as I state. I want to state it together. We both state it. See you in the clouds. Can you meout? That's my Yeti story. There's more to me. See you in the clouds. Can you meout? Whoosh. Say it together. Whoosh. Sneak peek.
Sneak peek.